Deputy Mayor Katz.
Yes. As far as 566 Teaneck Road, I looked it up, though. It looks like it was sold in January of this year, but I don't know if that's accurate or not. I do want to second the request for that crosswalk for Herrick Park, especially as we continue to beautify that park. I think it's important that we make sure that that's a safe passage for the people that are going across the street. I'll tell you that I didn't write down a speech, so please bear with me. I'm going to try to speak from the heart, but my heart is really broken sitting here tonight. I've heard from many residents, and I've met with many residents over the last 6 months from all over the community, but specifically from the Muslim community and from the Jewish community. And my theme, first of all, you'd be surprised some of their feedback and some of the common denominators and some of the common concerns of safety between all of them. But my theme has been the same, and it's more stronger today, and I speak really to the residents that are watching and the residents that are here. And that is, listen, it's quite obvious that there's going to be differences as far as the opinion of what's going on 6,000 miles away. And it's also obvious, without saying it, that nothing that is said in this room by anybody is going to make a difference of what happens 6,000 miles away. And if it does, then you shouldn't be sitting in this room. But what is also obvious is that tomorrow we're all going to be neighbors. And for many, many years, the Jewish community of Teaneck and the Muslim community of Teaneck have really enjoyed a very unique relationship of living side by side together as friends, as neighbors. And what's happening now is really causing, in my opinion, some irreversible erosion of that relationship. And the war will end, and we're going to be neighbors, and it's going to be a very difficult future here in Teaneck as we continue. I don't want to just say words. I actually want to say an action item, and that is that I'm willing to sit down with any community members to
Please, if we can not interrupt him.
Okay, thank you. I'm willing to sit down with any community members who have the same interest and that are aligned, that recognize that this is not good for Teaneck. This is not good for the reputation of Teaneck. The comments of getting calls from around the country, around the world I've gotten calls from. To have Al Jazeera here, well, is I guess proof that we're making it into this national stage. And I'll tell the Al Jazeera members that are watching at home, this is not what you think. Teaneck is a wonderful place, the best place to raise your family, great place to shop, and certainly a great place to eat and live. But we're going through our challenges as the world is going through theirs. So my request is, if you genuinely, and the people that said, by the way, oh, I feel so bad for you that you're sitting here and you have to sit through all this and you have to, honestly, I'd prefer to do this and have this dialogue together than what happened and what's happening with these protests. The protest last night was a real change in what's happening in the past. The Jewish community has been told to stay home, sit back, let people who want to protest go through town. It was important for the manager and the police department to make sure that nobody gets hurt, especially not a resident and not our amazing law enforcement. But what happened last night sent a clear message that the Jewish community is not sitting back anymore, and it's not now a matter of if somebody is going to get hurt. It's a matter of when somebody's going to get hurt. And we're going to have more than just Al Jazeera here in Teaneck when that happens. So if you do genuinely care about your property values, the town, then I ask you to reach out to me and let's sit down and continue to have this dialogue. No, we will not solve what's happening 6,000 miles away, but we'll continue to talk and have dialogue and be respectful to each other and try to reset a little bit of where we were as a Teaneck, as a community 6 months ago. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor.